We'll be right back with more Flying High. But first, take a look at what's coming up on Your Life TV. Today, in Your Life's Hard News.
We'd like to say good day.
But this is a special report of what's coming up on Hard News.
Death is on the rise around the globe, and you could be next.
Unemployment is just around the corner. How you can prepare for the worst.
A new phone app that tells you if it's just a cough or the plague. Congress announces a new stress tax. Starting today, the greater your worries, the higher your tax bill.
And if you're headed to jail, you'll want to go in style with fashions that are perfect for prison or parole.
All this, plus the latest on the next upcoming World War. And from our field reporter, Carla Cristina Contreras.
We're here to learn how to survive a nuclear strike and make big money doing it.
And researchers say, if you think your spouse is cheating on you, you're probably right. Wherever there's adversity, doom, or gloom,
we'll take you there.
So have you ever had times like these when all the news is bad and adversities close in around you like a bad dream? We all have. And when it happens, it's easy to think that things could only get worse. After all, hard news is our new normal. Just look around you and understand what the media is feeding you. But what if I told you that adversities don't have to control you, that you have the tools, like this remote, to change the channel to a positive, more fulfilling life? Each of us has our own channel, and your channel, your spiritual frequency, exists on a much higher plane than your present circumstances. And no matter how hard or how real that bad news seems, you can rise above those adversities and live the life that you were designed to enjoy. So, are you ready to change the channel in your life? Welcome to Flying High, a revolutionary new empowerment series that applies life's greatest lessons to the toughest and most challenging real-world problems of our time. I'm Peter Shockey, and I'll be your host for the next few minutes. You're about to experience media in a whole new way. We like to call it interactive, positive programming. The movie The Secret pioneered new possibilities in online video delivery of unique ideas. And you're about to witness another major shift in network quality internet TV programming that will literally change the channels of your own consciousness. You're about to see an interactive system that will enable you to personally experience a dramatic, life-altering transformation. But first, listen to what Bob Proctor has to say about the book Flying High, which this Internet TV Empowerment series is based on.
Hello there and welcome. I'm Bob Proctor. You've probably seen me in the movie The Secret. I've got to send a thank you to Rita Davenport because she put me in touch with a book, Flying High. It's by Calvin Lehue and Stowe Daly Shockey. Flying High is a true story of shared inspiration. This is an incredible book.
And by the way, I want to thank Bob Proctor and his partner Sandy Gallagher for suggesting to us that the Flying High story would make a perfect study series. And that's how this online program was born. Sorry, Bob, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Calvin Lehue is the man that built the factory down in Franklin, Tennessee, that if you've ever been in Tennessee, you know the factory. Stowe Daly and Calvin are writing this book. She was suffering from cancer, and because of the inspiration and the education she got from interviewing Calvin for the book, she got better.
In this series, you'll meet Calvin Lehue, a humble Southern gentleman whose down-home country wisdom created huge blessings for his community of Franklin, Tennessee. Listen to what a few of his friends and neighbors say about this soft-spoken yet visionary leader.
Over the last 29 years, I've been exposed almost daily through osmosis to the teachings and principles that you've shared with me.
You are one of those friends that has reached out to so many people and showed so much creativity in the way you have lived your life.
Calvin Leahy, oh my gosh, what would this town have been without you? I think of when you came downtown and set up shop at the corner of 4th and Main and were a leader in seeing our downtown saved when it was all slip covered with aluminum siding.
Typical of your style of walking softly and carrying a big stick. I had no idea your impact here in the community for several years.
So many of us love living in Nashville, but such an important part of that is Williamson County, and you have been probably the single strongest factor in making sure that that long view was taken care of.
Calvin, you've got a lot of important personal traits. You are a visionary, you are generous and gentle, and you have been a part of so many lives.
You also taught me that it costs nothing to dream, but it costs everything if you don't. I thank you for the success that I've been able to witness from all that you've accomplished and all that you've taught me and so many people you've touched. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Calvin, and thank you for your decades of tireless work for our country and for our great state of Tennessee.
I think they should erect a statue of you, maybe on Main Street as you come into Franklin. And I think the statue should have you wearing your coveralls, and you would be just grinning, so proud to look down the street of this special place that we're able to call home.
So my gesture of offering you the key to the city is just a small token to give back to you a little bit of so many things that you've done for Franklin. God bless you, Calvin Leahy.
I don't know the words to say. I did not know this was going on.
Many other motivational authors and prominent leaders have endorsed Calvin's book, Flying High, recognizing his way of transforming adversities into blessings through positive expectation and the creative power of divine thinking.
They explore different things. They get into different areas, and it builds your enthusiasm in one area, and like that, they switch to another area and take you off on another trip.
And the miraculous turn of events in this story came when Stowe began to write Calvin's biography, having no idea that he would affect her own life so greatly.
It's a book that is something like a very good murder mystery that you can't lay down, only this is a good mystery. And it's a mystery about you, because this book is going to cause you to look at you in a totally different light.
As this series unfolds, I guarantee you'll see yourself reflected in Stowe's courageous journey.
It's hot, flying high. If you're interested in improving the quality of your life, I can assure you this book will do the job. It's changed my life, and I've been studying this material now for 50 years this year. Flying High, I'm going to tell you, this book will really keep you grounded. That's a tricky one.
Calvin's tried and true wisdom about facing fears and adversities became a link to the same truth that we all seek.
Overcoming fear, and that's what a lot of this is about here today. Overcoming fear. Public speaking is one of the major fears that we have. It's not easy. And I said, Dr. Peel, as many speeches as you've given, do you still get butterflies in your stomach? He said, yes, I do, but the key is to get them to fly in formation. And I thought that was so good.
Stowe's battle with fear about facing her life's purpose and her God-given gift literally brought her to the brink of life and death.
But here's the thing. There have been so many times when I didn't believe in myself, when I put myself down, when I've been critical of myself, when I didn't believe in who I was. Am I really me? So many times when I could have done more. Maybe you've been there too. It happens when we live in fear instead of love. But I'm not afraid anymore. It all started 3 years ago when I was diagnosed with cancer, rectal cancer. It was a real wake-up call, and it shook me to the center of my soul.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Don't you see that you're asleep?
Like a lot of folks, I went through the treatments, radiation, chemo, surgery, and more than once I was camped out on death's door. I was even given the number for hospice. And while I wasn't really afraid to die, I did come to a major realization. I'd been afraid to live. Fortunately, I got another shot at that.
I got a second chance to laugh and love, to sing and dance. And oh, I know it's a sweet and precious gift, a second chance to
I also got a second chance to do something else I've always wanted to do. Make an album. I like that. Okay.
And let me sing my song for you. It's the only thing in this life that I know how to do. And sometimes when I'm feeling low, it's all that gets me through. Let me sing. Let me sing. Let me sing my song for you.
And the seeds of greatness revealed by her adversity brought abundant fruits of inspiring music, lots of music, which we'll share with you also. Flying High, Rising Above Adversity is steeped with time-honored wisdom, with a big helping of new thoughts, served up from the likes of Emerson, Thoreau, and Norman Vincent Peale, from Thomas Troward and Wallace Wattles to Jesus and the Dalai Lama. Flying High presents these secrets of life to students in the living laboratory of real challenges, showing them how to reconnect to the Creator's loving and guiding spirit within. The Flying High Empowerment Series comes complete for individual study or for use in home-based study groups, churches, and schools. Students will also receive exclusive access to Calvin's Flying High Reference Library through Amazon. This means that students can dig deeper by easily locating books referenced in the series in either print or electronic editions. So whether you are dealing with sickness, loss, financial hardship, or even death, it's true that you can find the seeds of greatness within your own adversity. Flying High sets a new standard in the field of life enrichment and a bold new technology for living life at a higher wavelength. Would you like to overcome your adversities by finding the seeds of greatness, to rise above your fears, to receive guidance when life seems insurmountable, to be who you were meant to be, to fulfill your God-given potential, to discover your purpose and the divine power within you? Would you like to master your doubts and your aversions and connect with that light within, the one that created you and everything around you? The good news is that you can rise to this new higher frequency. We'd like to introduce you now to an alternative to passive negative media. This is a technologically advanced system that actually helps you to engage with the power within you, instead of always being on the receiving end of some commercial message from some sponsor while watching some mindless television show.
You're probably right.
All this plus the latest on that doomsday meteor headed for our planet.
And in today's Light Side feature, Scientists and pharmaceutical companies getting closer to finding the happiness pill.
And this just in, negative media may actually be bad for your health.
Wherever there's adversity, doom, or gloom,
We'll take you there.